Hey everyone, welcome. My name is Danny Ross. In the chat, let me know if there are any issues with the audio or the video. Just give me a one if you can hear me and see me properly. I noticed that the audio had a little glitch. I want to make sure it's working okay on your side. Can you hear me? I noticed on my side there was a little audio glitch. Can you guys hear me? Put a one in the chat if you can hear me, please. All right, everyone, welcome. My name is Danny Ross, and I am the host of the AI Lunch and Learn. We do this every Tuesday at noon, and we try to do a new topic every week and give you some general training on AI. I'm having some technical issues this noon, but we're going to go ahead and get started on the presentation. If you have not been here before, let me know. If this is your first visit, hit a one in the chat, and that also helps me keep us on track as far as who's seen some of these things before and who hasn't. It's just helpful for me. Please go ahead and put a one in the chat if this is your very first time here. All right, welcome, Edward. Just to give you a little idea of what we do, we cover the news and then we jump into specific AI training. Today, we're going to be talking about what I am calling Model One, which is the AI productivity engine for SMBs. We're going to dive into that in just one second. Let me bring this over here, make this the same size. Alrighty. That was weird. Did I click on it accidentally? I'm having really fun. Sometimes when you do these, I do these every week, and sometimes when you're doing them, things are smoother than others, but I think we've got it now. All right, here we go. Drop this into presentation mode, and let's bring this over. Just from a news point of view, what's new this week? Let's chit chat a little bit about that. What's fun is there is always something going on in AI, so I love that part of it. I have my buddy ChatGPT keep an eye on what's new, and every day there's something fun. If you happen to be using GoDaddy, they've launched a new agentic model that focuses on small businesses. And what it's doing is it's introducing some of the concept of agents. So if you happen to be using Daddy for your web development and marketing, it is a pretty nice release. Claude, which is a very popular LLM, probably maybe second or third only to ChatGPT, is upgrading their models so that you get more for less, which is always good. Thirdly, it's showing that AI is becoming more widely accepted by government organizations. So I just asked my friend ChatGPT to kind of tell me what's new out there. I like to share what's the happenings and going on. Let me know if you've been testing any of the new models. Gemini just released version 3. So that's a new model that's out there, and people seem to be enjoying that. I personally, at this stage, I use probably 8 to 10 different AI tools above and beyond my platform, which I'll get to in just a minute. There's always a new tool, and the thing to do that will drive you kind of crazy is trying to keep track of all of them. For Edward, let me also share a link for you. I'll be doing this training later this evening at 7 p.m. If this is your first time coming here, please go ahead and pop over to our AI training class. I'll update the dates on this, but it'll be tonight. Ignore the text in there. You can go ahead and click the register button. It'll push you through to registering for today's lesson. Just put your name and things in here. And what we'll be covering from the beginning is how to use AI, what is AI, and we'll have some fun. We'll build some AI apps in 1 hour. This should be a lot of fun for you guys as well. Let me actually give you the Zoom link because I realize that a lot of that stuff is out of date. Our last class. It was a lot of fun. We did a 3-day session in Washington, D.C. for nonprofits. So we did that where let me just get this here, 7 p.m. AI app in 1 hour. Copy, Control C, and let's drop this link in here. This is for everybody who needs to start at the very beginning. Oops. Where are my links today? Wow, I'm having a lot of link problems. I'll drop these in the chat, and there we go. Hopefully this will help you. But just go to the link here, this training class. Like I said, I'm going to update this whole process by the time you click on it this afternoon or this evening. All right. And I'll also send you an email. If you want to drop your email in the chat, I'll make sure you get a link to it this evening. All right. So this is going to be a free class. What is AI? How to use it and so on. Let's talk about our topic for today. The thing about using AI, what it lets you do is you stop doing these small tasks and you can go back to actually running your business. And so that's what AI is really good for. Every day, I spend a ton of time on busy work and administrivia. Everybody does it if you're in business, and it's just kind of a fact of life. By the way, I want to do some demos as well. If you have a business domain or URL, go ahead and drop it in the chat, and I'll make that part of our fun session today. The idea is let's get some time back, right? AI can help you with faster execution. It can help you with automation. It can help you with marketing support. All of these tools are available these days, and it's all about learning how to utilize them, right? It can handle all of the routine tasks that you need, and then you stick to covering your important things that you're focused on. So, the 5-step framework, we talk about this all the time in our training, looking at the things that take time, things you can choose to automate and delegate, then you can let the AI agents handle those tasks for you. What do I do every day that something else can handle for me? Those are the things that you have to think about as an entrepreneur and a business owner. You have to be picking your targets. You can't say, I'm going to automate everything, right? Just pick the things that makes the most sense for you, where you can get what we call fast wins. And I'll share this link so you guys get the deck. So you don't have to make notes. I'm going to give this to you when we're done. The idea is we want to take these things and give it to AI as your brand voice, as your assistant. I have a VA, but I also use AI every single day in my business to help make things go faster and easier. I teach a concept called AI Super Self, which is when you combine a human being, their knowledge, experiences, personality, vision with AI, large language models, and a playbook that I provide in the training, you end up with something called the AI Super Self, which is you at your absolute best. And the key things that you're going to be doing instead of the grunt work, which is what the AI will handle, is you will get the tools so that you can continue to grow your revenue in your business and you manage the process, the AI does the daily work. It's like hiring 2,000 employees free or $20 a month, depending on what plan you decide to pick and the tools that you decide to do, right? Now you can, once you get going here and you've kind of reviewed it all, now it's time to start utilizing your productivity engine based on the AI tools that I'll show you in just a second. There's a lot of different ways to tackle this problem. Let's say that we're talking about, customer service, we're talking about content creation, we're talking about sales and follow up. These are all parts of the day that we have. Let's talk about a simple tool set that can get you going. Let's start with ChatGPT or Gemini, and you can utilize it for quite a few tasks. You can be starting with the free model, you could be using Gemini, you can be using Claude, you could be using Perplexity. It's totally subjective which one you like. Is that AI Super Self recorded to rewatch as well? Absolutely. Let's go into the platform and start on our first example of using ChatGPT or the platform to get going with any business. If you have a link and you want me to use your link as part of this conversation, please go ahead and drop it in the chat as well. If we're here, let's go to our friend. Let's get a new window open. All right. I want to Take a look at this website. This is Antoinette's website. Let's go there. We've just dropped in so we can see what's on here. It is a website, obviously, for children and children care, obviously. And so this is pretty cool. All right, we're going to take this website and start with a prompt that every business owner should do once a quarter, once a year, which is essentially, hey, take a look at my business front door, which is what your website is, right? This is how people interact with you. I always say your website is like a building, right? And you take that building and then you have an address, and the address is your domain name or your URL. It's bringing up the same chat, even though I say new chat. Let's shut it down, open up a new window. Did you guys see last week when ChatGPT itself stopped working? Who am I? Start a group chat. No, I don't want to start a group chat. Let's try. See if I can work it in here. Some days, see if we can get in here. Hey, thank you. We're going to put in our favorite link here. Let me get that link again. You can do this part in any of the LLMs. This part is the research part of the equation. I'm going to tell it, you are a digital marketing expert specializing in website analysis, SEO, and AEO. The purpose of engagement is review this URL, give me a comprehensive review. SEO is search engine optimization, which is what Google used to be king of. They're still king of SEO, where you do a search and it brings back links and some help to guide you in a direction. You can search for anything in the planet. And then AEO is when you're doing the same thing, but you're doing it like we are in an LLM or a large language model, whether it's Claude, ChatGPT, etc. What I'm asking it to do is, this is the framework called the Create framework, and I teach this as well. Let's see if my ChatGPT is back now. Can I actually edit? All right, it's running the analysis. Let's see if I can get this to run a little better. I cannot edit this. Maybe I have too many LLMs running. I don't think I have too many windows open. Let's try another approach. I also have this on my desktop. Let's see if I can get it to do what I want here. Yes, I have AI tools everywhere, by the way. All right, I can edit now. Yay! Hello, can you hear me now? Hello. Thank you. I'm talking to myself here. It's telling me it's time to reboot my computer. So you can see here, Claude has done its work and come back with a review. It's giving you a little summary. It's telling you that your website has strong personal story, unique value proposition. Then it talks about critical issues affecting conversions. Conversions just means how many people view your website and then click on it to go into it, and it's giving you a whole list of things here. By the way, I will share this with you as well, Antoinette, so you have it. And it just kind of helps you understand the things that you might want to take a look at as far as improvements and things like that that you can do. All right, let's take a look at what ChatGPT brought back. And so it's telling us pretty much the same thing. Clear, unique positioning, prominent call to action, strong story, founder message. The site loads, the menus are present, you have links. It's kind of giving you the pluses. And one of the things is, no matter how often you run these, it's always going to give you areas for improvements, right? So it's talking about above the fold. We've talked about this in our marketing sessions, the things that you see when you first land on the page without scrolling. That's the important thing, to have really strong messaging there. Page speed, SEO and AEO. We talked about those two things. When people search for your business or services, do you show up, right? With Google, it's a convoluted paid marketing kind of thing to show up at the top. With AEO, it's about being conversational in your website design. And when we build websites for our customers, we make sure that they are AEO friendly, that chat voice searches can find you. Those are the important types of things that you have to do nowadays to show up high in the rankings. user experience. It's talking about the menu system and things like that. It gives you a timeline for things that you would want to change. If you're doing this yourself, you have a blueprint that you can work with. Those are all on my site on different pages. The search is getting better now. It used to be that it only looked at that first page. Now it is getting better at following along and doing more. This is another example of why I do this class so often because it is ever evolving. You're absolutely correct. Now that we have this first part, we can take a look at some of the other tools. Let me drop you into our AI Lunch and Learn. This is the BuildBiz.ai platform, which is located here. What's nice about this is that you can join for free, try it out for 7 days. You get a host of free tools. This was for a product called Bullying Buddy. You can come in here, sign up for 7 days. You get 11 free books that you can use right away, even before you start paying a dime. You can watch testimonials. You can see all about it. This is BuildBiz.ai. When you land in BuildBiz, one of the questions that I always answer is the first place you should go is this explainer video and resources section. And then for Antoinette's earlier question, there is a recording here on AI Superself, and I'll drop this in the chat for you. And so you can kind of check out that recording. And then there's also, which also covers the create method, which I cover later tonight on how to do this. Those are the two things there. All right, so we've kind of gotten back on track. Let's go back to our deck here and kind of walk through what's next. The next thing we want to talk about how BuildBiz can help you with creating AEO funnels and converting visitors into customers. In BuildBiz.ai, there's a host of tools you can utilize, including the EO website and funnel maker. We have the hyper-realistic AI images, the AI video creator, and the AI sales coach. These are like my four favorites. You hit the start here button, play around with it, and get familiar. It is just like iPhone or Android phone where you can move the little images and apps around to your liking. You can also add them up to the top to the favorites. If you want to add more, there's about 60 plus apps in here. If you want to understand what the apps are about, you can click on the different links to see more detailed information about the app. When I'm building these apps out, I'm trying to think of you and what you need. Always start, in my opinion, with the Big Dream Generator. It is a tool that walks you through taking the things that are in your head and putting them on paper. Once you create that business brief, you can use that business brief everywhere. We just did an analysis. Let's see if I can get this to work now. We just did an analysis. Let's see if it'll refresh and bring up Antoinette's analysis. Nope, it's still stuck. I can take this now. We kind of have this whole item here. I can do some fun things with it now. So I can take this, feed it into what I call a business brief. I can say something like create a business brief. This is a very short version of the prompt. I'm going to tell it simple. This is going to create something similar to what we would get when we do the full vision and walk through the Big Dream Generator. You'll get something similar to this, but it'll be more personalized because you would have fed in your own vision into that creation. Right now, we're doing a shortcut so that we get this done quicker. I could tell the same thing to Claude. All right. So normally when I do this process, there's like 4 or 5 steps to it. I can now take that business brief, feed it into an image creator so that I can start getting images that make sense for my business. So we're building all these things together to go to a certain point, and I'll show you what that point is in just a moment. By the time we get done with all of these, you have a model that will drive revenue to your business, right? That's the goal for every business owner. That's what we're working on towards. Right now we have that. All right, let's see what we got. Hopefully it's all done. Yep, it's great. All right, so we have this here, and it's kind of giving me my business brief. Let me scroll back up here. I can close this down since it's working again. Love technologies. This way I don't have to keep bouncing out to my desktop app. All right, so it's talking about the business, the location, business model, the core problem that you solve, working problems, need safe, reliable, flexible childcare. I still can't highlight anything. This is really weird. Anyway, we'll do it the secondary way that it's allowing me to do it. I'm going to copy this whole thing and drop it into one of the apps here. Let's do some images based on our business brief. And this is what you would do. Anybody who's using the platform. There's many different tools. So I'm going to take off this stuff on the end here. We don't need that. And so we fed it all the information in the business brief. You don't have to have that lengthy a document. You can just do a paragraph or a couple of sentences about your business and get the same thing. But the more information you give it, the better you're going to get. So that's why I always like to do the business brief. Then I can take that business brief, and then there's actually three steps, but I'm going to skip two of them. One is next, I would ask it, create a persona or avatar. Give me detailed demographics, pain points, and how our business can help solve them. Essentially, what we're doing is we're creating a marketing persona of who is a good target for the business, right? So if you're going to reach out to them, you want to know who your target audience is. Single mother, dual income household, both parents work, one child, and possibly an older child, building out how they work, their education, their income level, because they're telling you, hey, you want enough to afford quality childcare. Psychographics, what motivates that person, what are their prime pain points, what are the things that they worry about, right? I have a 2.5-year-old grandson right now, and we're building out the grandparent homeschooling for when he comes over on the weekend. We're gonna have a place for him to play and learn, and lots of fun things like that. You can use AI for almost anything. I had it do some research for me and come up with fun activities and toys. Antoinette, I think you would appreciate my love of my grandson. He's a super smart child, love him to death. And I tell all my other grandkids, he is my favorite. And they can't argue because he's 2.5 years old and he's the cutest thing on the planet. They're out of luck. It's a grandparent's prerogative. All right, so now we have a marketing angle to attract this avatar. Safe, nurturing, nurture based. A little bit too much nurturing in that sentence, but that's okay. Supports your busy schedule, builds your child's confidence, and gives you peace of mind. All the things that you have on your website, plus what AI thinks would be helpful. I'm going to copy the whole thing. Now that we have the avatar, the next thing we want to do is create a product brief. And I'm going to give you this whole thread, so don't worry about taking notes. Create a product brief to attract new customers. Make it persuasive. Actually, let's see if my voice thing is working. Persuasive, using the blended styles of Dan Kennedy and Gillian Perkins. Give me a 30-day marketing campaign. Again, super short prompt, normally longer prompt, but I'm trying to show you guys exactly what we would do. After you have your business brief, you create your avatar, and then the next thing you want to do is create what's called a product brief. All of these things come together to build a kind of a world, if you will, right? Let's see what we've got. Nurture Base Center in Stonecrest. It's giving a little description at the top, but the important sentence is the actual imagery that we're trying to create. Care for 6 to 12 years. Smiling. Okay, so a smiling teacher crouches next to a child in a green plant-lined entrance with a relaxed parent waves goodbye. Now, this is where it kind of gets funny, and I teach this in AI all the time. I'm going to go ahead and use the prompt as it is, and I can tell you almost automatically we're going to get imagery that we are going to want to adjust. But I'm going to just let it do its thing. I'm always curious about whether the AI is paying attention to the changes that I normally make. But when you create an image, you always want to make sure it's tied to your business and that you are hitting your target audience. This is pretty good. You got the little teacher, you got the little kid, and you got the guy over here in the corner. You can see something's weird going on with his hands here. This one is not a good image, so we would trash this one. And sure, we'll delete that one. But it tried. We'll give it another shot. AI is like that. It'll make errors every now and again. You just have to be the human in the equation and pay attention to what it's doing. All right, let's see. Now we've got our product brief, and we should be down here. Okay, good. So it's done. And so the product brief kind of walks through, here we go. So it's similar to a business brief, but now it's focused on marketing issues and things. It lays out the summary, the core problem, and then it's going to get down to the things that you're going to focus on, right? These are your business benefits, features, and benefits. It's the promise, and then why people choose us, right? All of the marketing elements. When I give you this, it's going to give you a lot of things that you can utilize in your day to day. It gives you a campaign of what you can be doing so you can build out in a week, launch a new fresh homepage banner, nurturing and so on. It's telling you things you can add to your website to make it better. It's teaching you about posting, campaigns, ads, and all these kind of fun things. These are all things you can do pretty quickly to get yourself more exposure. Let's do a couple of things. Next thing we want to do, let me grab another prompt here. I don't want to be writing it from scratch. Let's build out a sample page. In this page, I'm showing you in our presentation here, we did ChatGPT, we're using BuildBiz. I'm about to show you Server.ai, which is also available in the platform. If you scroll down here to the bottom, you'll see Server.ai. And so we're going to go there now. What's fun about App Server is it's an agent development or website development platform. What's fun about it is you can build truly amazing apps to support your business. For example, if you wanted to, for Antoinette's business, create a parent survey, intake, or quiz, basically you can ask the parents that visit your website a few questions about their needs and build them a custom version of your onboarding and curriculum. You can easily do an app like that using App Server. Everything you see on this page is the App Server landing page, and I'll give you the link. The content here I created and crafted. This is what we meant by above the fold. You can come here and immediately get an offer, what we call an atomic offer, or something that draws you in right away. When we say you want to update your above the fold, Antoinette, we're talking about this area of your website where it needs to be something that grabs your attention quickly. You can build quickly, no code, no drama. Then you have a video. By the way, this video.
Imagine creating powerful AI-driven apps without writing a single line of code.
This website was created using AI, create AI videos here. That's app right there. Easy to do. It's built a new picture for us, and it's still very weird. It's trying to wave. This picture image is just bizarre. Let's try another one. Little gardens, tiny hands, a kid-sized watering can. All right, so let's try this one, see where we get something fun. This is something you could do. It's called iteration, ideation. You give it an idea. It gives you 20 of these when you put in information about your business, and then it just keeps iterating. And you can create different size images. Super easy. Why it's better than using it in ChatGPT is because it does it faster, easier, and you have more granular control of the sizes and things like that. This is completely built into the BuildBiz platform. I use this to create images for just about everything. I was showing you this app server, and so it basically allows you to create web applications, mobile applications, crypto projects, everything you need to build in one place. You describe your idea, you generate a preview, and you're off to the races. If I go into the app itself, you can see I have this same, branding here, but then I have some switches and things I can turn on. The only one I would mess with is turn this to private. Whatever you drop in here, you're not going to be sharing it with the entire universe until you are ready. Let's create a prompt for this. This is what they call a vibe coder. I'm going to tell it, please write a detailed full description product and use in a vibe coder like API with AppServer.api without any technical information describing detail. The colors I want to use for branding. Let's go back to your website. I'll grab this logo here. And so these are the colors that you have on your logo, on your website. Far, it's primarily white, there's a blue, and you can actually get all of the hex codes to be really precise, right? I definitely have to reboot my computer. I can't copy paste properly. Weird. I love technology, but every now and again it keeps you entertained. Let's add the image. This seems to all still be working. Downloads. And so I'll use that and tell it to create a prompt. Now I'm taking this prompt that I used in any LLM and I'm going to take it and drop it into Server.ai and have it create for me a landing page. And what you can use this for, so let's say you already have your website built. You can take the ideas the agent creates and move them to your current website. You can also use the new thing that built as your website. It gives you a lot of options. It's creating a web app and marketing website. I can just copy the whole thing. It won't let me do it piece by piece. I'm gonna just grab the whole thing. And by the way, before you paste it, you should read it. Very important. I always say this to people so that you are aware of what it's actually going to put up there, right? You want to make sure all of this content is accurate because, again, it's your business and you want to make sure that what you're putting out there is real and does the real job. It's getting close. It's almost done. It's actually building an entire website. All right, I think it's done here. Let's grab it all. While it's doing that, we'll let it keep going. Let me go ahead and see what else it's got here for images. And so these are images that we can use in our website. This one is a tidy row. So you got pictures we can use here. By the way, we can also take this same methodology and create a video. I think I've done one for Antoinette in the past, but we can easily take that whole business brief and create a video for her. Let's do that while we are here. What did I do with the business brief? Normally, what I do is I download all these things so I have them. There we go. Let me grab this here. Da, 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 da. Copy. And we'll drop that in our description here. This is going to give us a video, and so we can put in some details in there and control it a little bit better. This is a hype video. Oops, I messed up. Sorry. We're going to have Adam and some weird music. Let's cancel that one. Let's try that again. You need to tweak it a little bit. Adam is great. His voice is everywhere. For the people who are new on the call,
Welcome to our AI-powered.
that's a voice you hear everywhere. I typically use Sarah, but you can pick a voice that matches your feelings and you can upload your own music, so make it your own as well. There is a music generator in the platform. If you use it, go ahead and kind of settle in on about a 30-second thing it can loop or 60 seconds at the most. Because this is going to create 6 slides, 30 seconds long. You can do it in portrait or landscape. If you're going to drop it on a website, do it in landscape. If you're going to drop it into a feed for social media, do vertical. Just some quick tips there. All right, so it is building that. Let's see where our prompt is. It should be all done. All right, cool. Let's grab our prompt. Now, again, we've used ChatGPT, we've used BuildBiz, we're working on AppServer.ai right now. And so now we're going to give this a prompt. Like I said, you can build a website, you can build a mobile app. I would always start with a website because you can invite anybody to a website. If you do anything else, all right, cool. And so this is actually pretty decent. You would want to read through it and make sure that the prompt is ready to go. Create a SaaS-based sales funnel and web app, marketing website. That's good. And then you would make sure you have your colors in here and the information is right. We're going to use the attached logo. We're going to put that image back in here again. We want to give it the colors that we want to start with. You can put any color in there, but it has the colors here, right? Warm orange, chunky. Actually, yeah, let's from the logo, bright blue sky, a logo that. Okay, so actually, let's take that wording out then. We'll leave the logo, or you can let it generate a new logo. So it's kind of like, which one do you want to do, right? But you can use your existing logo or you can generate a new one. Let's let it run just to get something running here. We are back. Video has been created. Let's see what fun thing it came up with. The first one always needs to be edited, but let's see what it did.
Busy Atlanta mom meet OC Elite, the childcare that flexes with your schedule. From drop-in care to before and after school, we make unpredictable days easy. Your child learns through daily outdoor nature-based play, with less screen time and more growth. Our trained patient teachers build confidence and social-emotional skills in calm, small groups. Clean licensed low ratios and daily text updates, trusted by Stonecrest Lithonia and Decatur families. Book your tour from your phone in 60 seconds and claim your free week.
You can edit it by going in here. If there's anything that you wanted to change, or there's an image you want to regenerate, or text that you want to change, anything you change in the text, it will read out. For this version, it is really pretty good. Let me grab this here. New feature you can rename. So we're going to give this a new name. AOC Child Care. And then we will download it and I will grab it and go back here. Let's grab this from the computer and grab the AOC. Where is the MP4? There it is. And open that up and drop that in. Okay, good, good, good. That's in there for you, Antoinette. All right, we have the AOC childcare. We're making progress. Let's see where we are. Oh, I might have interrupted the last picture build. By the way, that's the purpose of building out these pictures is that our images is that then you can apply them to your video. All right. So you can see how things are coming together. All right, let's see where we are. It's saying you want to create a database. You can go without the database or you can go ahead and build the database. Why would you want a database? If you're going to have parents come to your website and either register for something, or if you're going to create a community, or if you're going to share and you want to have the information that you are offering behind either paywall or firewall, in the sense that you don't want it to be public unless they identify who they are. A lot of times, of course, things like child's names and things like that should be behind some sort of security. You want to have that parent register for your business. You need a bucket to put that information in. That's called a database. Think of it, you have your building, which is your website, you have your address, which is your domain name, and then when it comes to an application or your website, you have storage, and that storage is called a database where you keep all of the information about your business. One of the fun things about this is it tells you what it's doing. I'll create a stunning conversion focused SaaS platform and marketing website that brings all of our children's nature based magic to life, right? Just telling you what it's doing, tells you the actual design that it's working on, the core functionality that it's building out. It's building. We're at 12:53. Oh, let me pause to see if you guys have any questions. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the chat. And we're almost there. It's working on ending up on that website there. So it'll be done. While we're waiting for that to finish building, let me go to the last tool in our presentation. By the way, in the platform, if you're looking for stuff, there's a lot of tools. You can just start searching. LEA brings up Lead Biz. You click on Lead Biz, and I'll give you the link for this one. This is an agentic tool focused on outbound marketing. It uses email, text, and I believe voice is coming soon. It's been coming soon for a while. The guys who are developing this section of it, they've kind of wandered off into new fun projects, and maybe they'll come back to it. But in any case, you can start this. What's great about it is it's completely usage based, and you can easily create campaigns. You can do two kinds of email campaigns. You can build out like a blast, which is literally it's going to cost you what 0.00067 cents or something like that per thousand. That's crazy. Very cheap. The only thing about that is it's like any other email blasting product. If you want to use the agentic tools, you create a goal and have the AI run that goal. And what I mean by a goal, it's a prompt, and it will go out and build this campaign around that prompt. You feed it in some contacts, It'll take those contacts and it'll send out the emails. It gives you an idea of the open rates. This is a very high open rate for this level of marketing. And the reason why it's so high is that each email, the AI actually creates a custom email for each person. It's a little different than the other one. When it hits the Googles of the world and the Outlooks of the world, it's not looked at as spam. It's looked at as a unique individual message to each person. It's sent at a slow pace, and that improves the odds of people getting it in their inbox instead of their spam or junk folder. It improves the open rate to this ridiculous open rate, things like that. So it is a very effective tool for outbound marketing. If you have an email list that you're building, that's what I would use it for and how I use it. It kind of gives you an idea. All right, let's go back to our app build. Oh, it's getting there. It's almost done. We started at 12 o'clock, approximately 12:03. We have built a review. Let me share that with you, Antoinette. Let's see if it actually works and gives me the link. Yeah, it gave me the link. So you can go in and continuing to build on this thread in ChatGPT. All right, have fun. Hopefully you'll have better, things, but you can continue to build. Right now I've just built this prompt. I've got my product plan, I got my business plan, business brief. I've got my target audience. The next thing I would start doing, of course, is start thinking about how I'm going to get the word out. I would want to do some local marketing, either to maybe Meta or Facebook. When I say local marketing, you're targeting a certain area, right? I would do some maybe LinkedIn, maybe, but certainly posting in all of the social media channels. You can have AI help you create images and videos and use the BuildBiz platform to create videos, short form for reels and things like that. You can create a lot of things in a very short period of time. These are all good. We're working on the website here, so it's almost done. I've shared quite a bit. If anybody has any questions, please go ahead and answer. All right, so let's see. Come on, you can do this. So it's fun because it's actually building a complete website here, and I mean complete. It looks like it's generating images, it's building out the landing pages, testimonials, which by the way is fake. You want to replace those testimonials with real testimonials. I have a website. This is one that we built for the opposite side of Antoinette's business, which is adult daycare. We build websites, and if you're curious, pricing usually starts anywhere from $899 to $1,500. This one is for adult daycare. We built this website for them. This is what I meant, Antoinette, when I say above the fold. You want to have a really simple but effective message right away. You want to have imagery that drives people into it, makes them curious. Life is waiting. Let's start your next chapter, right? It gives you the little detail of what this is about and then a call to action. Very simple but effective. And these are her colors. She likes those bright colors. This is what they do daytime. It's listed. Then it starts showing authority. These are the people in the daycare having fun. And then we have a blog walking through all the stuff that's going on there. Then we have some videos. You can watch them having a blast. Again, all things that are going to make a child want to bring their parent there, meet the person who's doing it, and then more and more things like Happy Halloween and birthdays. This is a good example of where your website should be and you want to be, modern looking and things like that. So again, if you're curious, we can have a call. Let me share my links and I'm happy to help with that as well. Let's see what it's come up with. Oh, it's almost done. Please hang in there. If you can hang in there, I'll be happy to show you what it builds here. If not, the recording will get up there. It's funny because my VA and I are working on getting those videos uploaded that I've been promising for 3 months. So we are doing it. We are getting those videos finally uploaded. Our YouTube channel is growing every day. Let's see if I can get in here. Hold on. Da, 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 da. View your channel. Yes, let's do that. Here's the channel. And so she's starting to continue to upload. These will be in the platform. Here's the channel link, by the way. And there's the AI workstation recordings and things like that. She's going to be updating all of these. Right now, we got 76 videos up here. Almost all of them are tutorials, and so you can check it out there. It will be in the platform under the AI Lunch and Learn section here. You can see all of the old videos. For those who came in late, let me give those links once again. We are going to be doing training tonight at 7 p.m. You can register for that at Digital Express. Ignore the out of date messaging. I will make sure that I fix those messages. But you will click this big old registration button. This was actually pushing people to our 3 day seminar that we did, webinars, and it was in person and online for nonprofit. That's what this is. I will get that link fixed as soon as I get off this call. All right, so let's go back. It's finished. It's finished. Darn. Today is not my day. Usually this takes less than about 5 minutes, and it's been working now for probably almost closer to 10. It will be done in a second. If you guys hang around, I'll share this link with you as soon as it's finished. It's almost there. You can tell when it's getting down to the bottom here. It's getting there. There's probably a lot of people building today. And so, like any AI tool, I'll pause again for any questions. If you guys have any questions, please go ahead and ask them. Let's see how our imagery is going on. I think we had done a couple of them. We built out. Let me also show you around the platform while we wait. I showed you the big dream generator. There's something called white labeling where you can take this entire platform and make it your own for your business. Here's one I built for Empire Board of Realtors. If you happen to be a realtor, we built the Empire Board and log in. It's the same tools as you get in the BuildBiz platform, but they're customized. For example, if you wanted to build one of these for your childcare community, we would make the colors and things match your business. And so that's what the white label is. You can also just, if you don't want to build it out because it's too much work, if once you sign up, you get what we call an affiliate link, and you can immediately start sharing this link with people. If people sign up for 19.95, you get 50% of everything. That's the affiliate link, and you can do that without any building or paying any money. So that's free way to add a little, pocket revenue. And then you have the ability to buy a domain in here. Are these platforms teen friendly as well? First of all, most teenagers are smarter than adults when it comes to technology. So the idea is yes, absolutely. And I've seen some amazing things that teens have built using Server.ai and some of these other ones. So the answer is absolutely. Let's bring this up to a full website. This is what it built based on what we asked it to do. This could be used to build a community of childcare providers. You just nailed it. It's redone the website, made it a little lighter colored, and it's got these kids on here. They're a little monochrome, but that's okay. You can fix that easily. It's funny because all the parents are black, but all of children in the here are. So that's interesting. It's built this out in a couple of minutes. So it's kind of showing you what it would look like in there, and then it's showing you what it would look like if we brought it down to mobile. This is what you want when you're looking at your website in mobile. You want all of the immediate information shown right away. It's call to actions. Like this call to action is very similar. So I don't know if I'd have two buttons there. You could replace the image. This is actually a very nice image. You could replace the image with a video as well, right? Lots of different things. And then you can easily edit this. The way that it works is you can click the edit button and you can go in and change the text. You just change the text by typing something different. You can change the image just by clicking on it and replacing the image. This is what we were talking about where you have different kids here. You could have AI build out your own children. What I like is all of the images of the children, they're playing outdoors. That matches your website. I think this is a pretty decent first build. We would go in and edit and make it where we want it to be. But I think you get the idea. Not bad for a 10-minute build. Let me give you the link to this. Hold on. Let's see, can you get to the preview? All right, you can publish this. That'll give you the preview link. Okay, good. It took 11 minutes to build it out, and it tells you all the things it did and what it cost. $4.30. Not bad at all. Not bad at all for a couple of minute build. That's kind of pretty decent. And I like it. It looks pretty decent. And so you can compare it to your current website. As I said, if you want us to help you build it out, we can. If you want to use the prompt that is in there, you can build it on your own. Just click on the appserver.ai link first, sign up. It doesn't cost anything to sign up. And then as soon as you start building, it'll tell you, hey, you need a credit card. And then you can start building. $4.30 is what it costs to build this website. And you can create as many versions of it as you like. It's the fastest way to get a website up and going and easily done. So all right, I'll pause here, see if anybody has any questions. Oh, okay, right, because some of my work. Okay, good. James, I read your note here. I'm trying to get because who does more of my work? Okay, I'll stop here. I think we did pretty well. Let me see if I can get this silly thing to publish. It will not publish. Why not? I can get the preview link, but I don't think you can actually visit the preview link, but I'll put it in there anyway. Click that, see if you can get to the preview link. Usually I have to share a specific shared link. Let's go to project settings, see if I can grab a domain here. By the way, yes, you can add your own domain, buy a domain, and then from there you can hide the badge, show the badge, and then you can create a shared link. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, finally, a little progress. Antoinette, what you would do is first sign up, and then when you click the link that it brings up, it gives you the option to clone the site that I just built for you. If I go here now, you'll get this big button right here, and you click that, it'll put it into your account so that you can continue editing it and kind of building from it. It's pretty cool. It works pretty well. Look how it's got all of the menu systems in here, nature-based learning. And again, we built that for $4.30. It has a forum. That's why it took 11 minutes, by the way. It was building a lot of fun things. And it really is pretty darn good. Not bad at all for a couple of minutes. All right, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed that. We'll be back again next week, Tuesday, or tonight at 7 p.m. once I get that link fixed. Give me about an hour. I'll get that link fixed. All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.